All right, always a pleasure when our next guest joins us, except for one thing. I have tan jealousy because she has been in actual summer in Europe. She's just returned. Claire Newell, of course, travel consultant, travel expert, and author.
How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Where were you?
I was in the Eastern Mediterranean doing a cruise with my family. My kids got out on the 15th of June.
Yep.
So they got out at noon and we left on a 6 o'clock flight.
So some people might hear cruise, family, kids, and think that you're insane.
I know a lot of people actually did. But I can tell you, it was one of the best trips that we have done because it was the perfect mix of culture and sightseeing, family time. You have dinner together every night, so you have to talk about all the things that happen in the day and stuff. Yeah. And a little bit of leisure time as well, like that resort, sit on a deck by the pool and watching the kids do all the activities that are actually on a cruise ship these days. And we went with a very mainstream cruise with the Royal Caribbean ship. It's like Disneyland.
Mainstream. I was going to say mainstream. I mean, you go to the higher end and it's predominantly adults.
That's
obviously, the lower end it's just chaos.
Yeah.
But in the middle, they do such a good job at making sure that the kids are occupied and give the parents a break.
And listen to the things that were on there for the kids. Ice skating rink, rock climbing wall, golf simulator, mini
There's
golf.
an ice skating rink?
And they do ice shows.
We are in the last days of Rome, people. Enjoy it. This is crazy.
They were never bored. There's huge arcades, but they do a really good job of the kids club. So that's one thing that
Kids
people
club,
may not know.
is that where they have Shirley Temples all night long?
All night long. And mommy and daddy know that they're safe and can drink their own kind of drinks. But really age specific. So if you have young kids, 3 and 4.
Oh, that's
5
good.
to 7.
Really?
Yeah, it's that segregated.
And what's your advice? Because bringing kids on a long flight is very difficult. Doesn't matter what age they are. What is your advice on jet lag and what to do on the plane?
Well, you know, jet lag is one of those things where it's the right combination of 4 things: light exposure once you get there, good sleep, making sure you're not dehydrated, and staying away from caffeine. So any cola products, any coffee. I don't let my kids drink coffee, but you really have to deal with it once you get there. I thought for sure it was on the plane. We try to set our watch on the plane and try and do it. But as soon as we got there, you keep your kids up as long as you can and get them on the right the time zone sleep pattern. Don't let them have a nap. You'll be dealing with jet lag the entire 2-week trip if you're going for 2 weeks. Exactly.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Oh yeah, we had to do that. In fact, for the first time, we actually let our kids drink brown pop, a Coke.
Oh, exciting.
Because we wanted them to stay up.
Yeah, get them the little caffeine.
How wide were their eyes when they got their first sip of that?
I know.
And actually on the flight too, I mean, the great thing with flights now and technology in general is it's pretty easy to keep your kids engaged on a long haul flight. So much easier than when we were kids. And
it's so true. And the one thing that I do is I make sure my kids, they're old enough now because they're 10 and almost 13, that they can pack themselves, and they are told, you guys, pack your bags to keep yourself occupied. So if you want to book, and if the entertainment system's down, you want music or you want an iPad or an iPod.
Your battery's only going to last for so long, kids.
Exactly.
And for younger kids, make sure they have some new toys that you can whip out to entertain them.
Oh yeah, I was a big fan of the dollar store when my kids were really little, and I would pack them and I would wrap them. But once I got on the plane, just in like a little thing.
We are in the doldrums of like the worst, no sunlight, rain, non-summer we've ever had. So can we talk about some places to go? Because I need to go somewhere.
Can we talk about yours first? Do you mind talking about that and cost and deal and everything?
Well, it was an interesting thing, the reason we actually chose to do this, because we were going to stick around here the whole summer and not go away. But because of Costa Concordia, the cruise situation that happened, everyone remembers the sinking ship, and also the fact that the situation in Greece, which was one of the ports of call on this cruise. So it was Italy, Turkey, Greece, starting ending in Rome.
Right, so for a lot of people that would be like,
whoa.
Yeah.
And we did, in Greece, we did Crete and Athens, and no sign as a tourist of the situation.
Nice.
Especially on the outer islands, it would be like nothing is going on.
I have actually a lot of friends who are in Greece right now because they got great deals.
They got great deals. So a 7-night cruise was $309 Canadian dollars per person for an inside cabin, and a little bit more for an outside. That's cheaper than an Alaska cruise.
You're kidding me.
That's insane.
It is insane. So this was the time of, this is the year to do a Mediterranean cruise.
unbelievable. All
Okay,
right,
let's
love
get to some other destinations.
People want to go to hot spots, actually.
I know.
Anaheim, California is always good.
Gee, why?
I know. Well, it's even better when there's a kids fly free deal. So that's the one that I have. It's a kids fly free. It's September 4th, so just after Labor Day, right through until the end of October. Adults pay $5.59 plus tax, and kids 17 and under are free,
Oh,
which
that's
is great.
amazing.
Isn't this kind of sad that we're about to go down this list? We are in early July in Vancouver, and people are booking these like crazy right
They
now.
are, because it's horrible.
Get me out of here.
Mostly because it's terrible.
Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta, $348.
What?
Oh yeah, that's for a 4-star beachfront all-inclusive, including air. And the kids that are 11 and under pay $199 plus tax.
That is crazy.
Wow.
Okay, getting a little closer to home
I
too.
know.
If you just
I had to
want
put
a
one
little
on that was close.
a weekend jaunt, Harrison Hot Springs.
Harrison, I grew up going to Harrison. It was a fun thing to
Yeah.
do with the family.
It's
and it's
stunning.
Just, it is. And for a family of 4, based on 2 adults and 2 kids that are 16 and under, it's $235. That's a night, breakfast, and you get to enjoy the hot springs as
That
much
sounds
as you
fun.
want.
And
It's
that's
a fun thing to do.
beautiful weekend away too
It is.
with the kids.
It's a
and
good
stuff.
getaway.
And there's always great Vegas trips. It's super hot there right now, but just stay inside and gamble.
That's what I think.
That's what I do.
There are lots of really good deals, but my favorite right now is actually a 5-night Las Vegas cruise and stay. So you board a cruise ship here in Vancouver, take a 3-night cruise down, and then are transferred to Las Vegas, spend 2 nights in Vegas, and fly home, $399.
What?
I know.
So you're
It's
gonna
only
look
Everybody
at
here,
everything.
their jaws are on the
No,
floor.
one date, September 23rd. That's the only date that's
Okay,
available.
so one date.
The best deal going, though, you could do this with kids or not, but if you can do October the 11th to Shanghai, it's your airfare, 6 nights hotel in Shanghai, 5 of your meals, an English-speaking guide, and some tour transfers. $699. You can't even fly to Shanghai for that. I would
How
go to
is that
Shanghai
even
for 6 nights
possible?
What's the
anytime,
date? October-
Let's go,
October
11th.
11th. It's
Let's
the
do
only
it.
date for that deal.
That's
That is
crazy.
unbelievable. That'd be
and
fun
it's
to
actually
see.
a nice time to go, isn't it?
Claire?
Well, October in Shanghai.
Thank you so much. You can visit ClaireNewell.com to find out about all the great deals that we've been talking about today, plus a whole lot more if you want to check it out.
Very nice. Love it. We're going to take a break.